I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty. The natural progress of things is for liberty to yield and government to gain ground. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. The Constitution belongs to the living and not to the dead. Laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind. A Bill of Rights is what the people are entitled to against every government on earth. No man has a natural right to commit aggression on the equal rights of another. The equal rights of man and the happiness of every individual are now acknowledged to be the only legitimate objects of government. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty. If a nation expects to be ignorant and free in a state of civilization, it expects what never was and never will be. Knowledge is power, knowledge is safety, and knowledge is happiness. An educated citizenry is a vital requisite for our survival as a free people. Whenever the people are well informed, they can be trusted with their own government. Error of opinion may be tolerated where reason is left free to combat it. Fix reason firmly in her seat and call to her tribunal every fact, every opinion. It is always better to have no ideas than false ones, to believe nothing than to believe what is wrong. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. Truth is certainly a branch of morality and a very important one to society. To compel a man to furnish contributions of money for the propagation of opinions which he disbelieves is sinful and tyrannical. Never spend your money before you have earned it. I sincerely believe that banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies. The issuing power should be taken from the banks and restored to the people. Merchants have no country. The mere spot they stand on does not constitute so strong an attachment as that from which they draw their gains. Peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. War is an instrument entirely inefficient toward redressing wrong, and multiplies instead of indemnifying loss. I abhor war and view it as the greatest scourge of mankind. The most successful war seldom pays for its losses. Every generation needs a new revolution. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Delay is preferable to error. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. Writing is like prostitution. First you do it for love, and then for a few close friends, and then for money. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. The art of life is the art of avoiding pain. Question with boldness even the existence of a God. It does me no injury for my neighbor to say there are 20 gods or no God. It neither picks my pocket nor breaks my leg. Reason and free inquiry are the only effectual agents against error. Our civil rights have no dependence on our religious opinions. We are not to expect to be translated from despotism to liberty and a featherbed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. The government you elect is the government you deserve. That government is best which governs the least. Every citizen should be a soldier. This was the case with the Greeks and Romans, and must be that of every free state. May it be to the world the signal of arousing men to burst the chains under which monkish ignorance and superstition had persuaded them to bind themselves.